I know that the Lakeview Baptist Church ladies are Bible literate. They love God's Word. They study God's Word. They have a long history of being a Bible literate church. I know that the Bible, studying the Bible, is sometimes very daunting in the sense that you come to genealogies. They're difficult to read passages. There are back and forth, especially in the Kings and Kingdom era, where you have interlaced with the introduction of prophets and so on, and it can be very confusing. And so what His Story, My Story Bible Study attempts to do is to help people who love God's Word to understand God's Word, to be able to understand what is the big story of the Bible, to be able to know it for themselves, to be able to, in a simple, very simple way, in an outline, to be able to introduce anyone else to the storyline of the Bible. Understanding the story of the Bible in many ways resembles the assembly of a puzzle. You choose a puzzle based on the attractive picture on the cover of that puzzle, and the desire is birthed in you. I want to replicate that puzzle. So what you do is you open the box, you pour all the pieces out on the table, and then you extract the straight edges and corners and you put them within that framework. You create your framework for the remainder pieces of the puzzle. At that point, you're able to use the story or use the picture on the outside of the box to be able to take those various pieces and put them within that framework that you've already been given. That's what His Story, My Story Bible Study seeks to do, is to give people a framework of the story of the Bible. When women understand the big story of the Bible, they begin to see who God really is as He's revealed Himself through the story of the Bible. The God of Iva May is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The God of you is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And to get to know Him is to understand who He is for me and get to understand His ways of working in my life and His ways of working in the 21st century lives of women today as they seek to navigate the life that we've inherited from Adam and Eve. When we understand the story of the Bible, we understand that we are part of that story. When we understand who God is in that story, as He's revealed Himself to people in the past, that's exactly how He works within our life. And so to ignore, to not really understand and grasp and be able to retell that story really robs us of a rich systematic theology that the Bible reveals in the story format. Okay. So join us in August and also start date in September as we begin this study.